Welcome back to Mass Appeal. Do your kids love animals? If so, the Zoo and Forest Park features over 150 domestic and exotic animals.
Hey, not even your kids, if you love animals too.
That's true.
I love them. Today we're going to introduce you to some of the animals that you can see at the zoo. We're with the zoo's education director, Tara-Lynn LaChance. Tara-Lynn, you've brought some of your friends here today.
I did.
Pork chop and...
And then there's Little Gertie and Beans.
Little Gertie and
Let's talk
Beans.
about Little Gertie and Beans first. They're both turtles.
Yes.
I know that much.
Well, they're tortoises.
How are they different?
Okay, so they are turtles, but they're not found in the water. So water turtles have a smooth, flat shell similar to the snapping turtle shell. And they have webbed feet, and they'll eat just about anything that they can find in the water. So bugs, fish, other turtles, frogs, tadpoles. Whereas land tortoises like Gertie and Beans, they're red-footed tortoises. They're only found on land, so if you look closely, they don't have any webbed feet. They actually have nails to help them, you know, maybe dig a little bit, and they'll eat plants. They might eat some bugs or some fruit that might fall from the trees, and if I were to put them into the water, they would not know how to swim, they would sink. And their shell almost looks high and domed, kind of like a mushroom cap, I think.
Wow, they really do have a lot of differences.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And because they're only found on land, they might store a little bit of water in their shell in times of hardship, whereas water turtles live in the water, so they won't need to do that.
But pretty much if you want to draw an easy distinction, it's the turtles are in the water, tortoises are on the land.
Yes, yes. And if you look at mostly the differences in their shell. Their shell almost looks high and bumpy, I think.
Yeah, it does, definitely. They're so cute. And this is Gertie?
Yep, that's Little Gertie, and that's Beans. And they were someone's pets. Someone had them as pets, and they realized that they couldn't care for them anymore, so we were the next place that they called, and luckily we were able to take them. But we're not able to take all the turtles and tortoises, just so you know.
Don't bring your turtles and tortoises. But that's always a better option, you know, than just releasing them into the wild or something like that. If you have pets, you know, call a vet or bring them to you.
Exactly. These tortoises are found in South America. They would not survive here in the wild, okay? So that's a big difference. And if your tortoise is sick, it can infect other tortoises if you were to release it. And if there's a tortoise in the wild that's sick, it could make your tortoise sick. Okay, so that's another reason why you should not release unwanted pets.
Now,
Very important.
what you want, though, you don't necessarily want all the turtles in the world. You do want milk jugs, though. Why do you want them these
We
days?
want milk jugs because our Spooky Safari event is coming up in October, and we're going to be decorating the zoo with the milk jugs. We're going to, if they don't come to us decorated with spooky faces or maybe words for Halloween, we are going to be doing all the decorating, and we're going to light them up ourselves, and we're going to string them from a lot of the trees or put them on the walkways, and we're going to light up the zoo for our Halloween event. So anybody with milk jugs of all sizes, please come and donate them to the zoo. You can drop them off at the ticket booth. We are holding a contest for schools, so if there's a classroom that were to donate a variety of milk jugs, we are going to be holding a contest for the best milk jugs that come to us from a classroom, and we're going to either donate a field trip for that classroom or a zoo on the go for me to go to them with some animals.
That is so great.
Yeah, so if you put them in black plastic garbage bags with your name and school and location on it, then we will be able to identify which school it came from and which teacher's classroom.
And that is a really fun event. I went last year. I had such a great time.
Thank you. Summer was so cute as her little sunflower.
I can't wait to go back to Spooky Safari. Now, what else is happening at the zoo for the rest of the season?
Well, if you want to see our our porcupine pork chop here, we have a great Groupon deal going on. It's 2 for $10, 4 for $19, or 6 for $26. And it goes through September 15th. It's a great way for people who have never been to the zoo to get a really good deal and come to the zoo and see some of the animals that we have there. We have monkeys, we have black bears, camels, we have wolves, and a variety of different animals that you can see. And we do have some stage shows daily. We're open 10 to 4 during the week and 10 to 5 on weekends.
Now, real quick, let's talk a little bit about pork chop, because I think, for my money, cutest animal at the zoo. The way it eats, it looks like a, you know, an older person just nom nom nom, just munching on. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, he's my little buddy.
I could watch that all day long.
I love working with him. Pork Chop has been at the zoo for about 6 years. He was not a pet. He came from another zoo. If you look at the brown part on him, that's his fur. All of the white are his quills. It is a myth that they shoot their quills. They don't. You almost have to be on top of them to get quilled. That's why dogs and cats have such a hard time, because they sit and eat just like this, and dogs or cats approach him from behind, and their sharpest, thickest quills are on the back of him. But they do have long nails to help them dig. They are herbivores, so they eat plants and fruit, and they dig for roots and tubers.
So interesting, Tara-Lynn. You know
you.
so much. My favorite animal at the zoo is the fennec fox. I think they're so
I know,
cute.
you love
I love them. Thanks,
Bye.
Tara-Lynn, for bringing the animals to your friends.
You're welcome.
It's always nice to have you here as well. And to learn more about the zoo and Forest Park, you can visit their website, forestparkzoo.org.